This leader is provided to facilitate adjustment of focus. Please be aware there are spoilers contained in this video presentation.
Come listen to the story about a man named Jamal, going on TV, going to rise above it all. Everybody thinks that he's doing it from scratch, but really it's because he wants a sweetie match. But I think the money's gonna help too.
Well sung. Okay, so Slumdog Millionaire was released in 2008. It was directed by Danny Boyle. It won Best Picture, Director, Writing, Cinematography, Editing, Score, Song, and it was nominated for Best Song and Sound and Editing. Then it also won the Golden Globe for Best Picture, Director, Screenplay, and Score. This movie crushed. It was slated to go direct to DVD.
Wow. I'll bet somebody's happy they didn't do that.
Kind of one of those sleeper hits. Like on any given day, I wouldn't have thought, oh, Slumdog Millionaire, that sounds like something I want to sit and watch. And then you watch it and you're like, okay, yeah. It was a good movie.
I think the Hollywood reporters really like it when you don't, when you play with the narrative structure. Because this is another one that it's like a really unique, I'm going to tell the story through all of the pieces that I remember. And while he's answering each one of these questions, you also get the pieces of the story that you have to know to why it's all important. I mean, I thought it was just really, in terms of the scripting, I thought it was really pretty unique and clever.
When the detective says, well, that's all plausible, I'm just like,
right.
It's plausible that all these questions tie directly back to his life. He doesn't know the Three Musketeers, like at the end of it all.
Right. That was like the running gag joke that like every time they're going to say the third musketeer, they never actually get to it.
Using the game show questions as a narrative device is really pretty out there, but really neat.
Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Sounds like India is a tough place to grow up.
Holy mackerel, what a
It does not look like a great place. And didn't you go to India?
No.
Look for
Thailand and India, different places.
India? Yeah, I know. I realize
that. They're near Alabama, right?
Yeah, it's just down there.
Not as bleak as Deer Hunter, but it was still just like, oh man. Legitimately, the two things I remember about this movie was the outhouse scene. And then the big Bollywood
thing at the end.
She does the Ragnarok in the train station.
Why are you being so weird?
If I put a cloth over my head, then nobody can see me. There was a guy whose review is called Jim Bach, and he had a quote. It's piles of human suffering are shoveled into the fumes thematic furnace to fuel Jamal's climactic moments. And I thought that statement really encapsulates.
Dude,
I would agree.
That comment has so much packed into it, but absolutely correct.
You take a look at all the characters, including Jamal, and the suffering for each of his moves forward are just immense. And then, like, he gets rewarded, but not all the characters get rewarded for their suffering. Like,
the kid with his gets blinded.
Yeah.
The editing is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinematography.
Another thing, it makes me want to go and see parts of India. There's a bunch of these movies that as travelogues, I mean, they're awesome. The landscapes of India are really breathtaking. I thought it was a good film, but not something that I would necessarily watch for fun.
Right. Yeah. This is the second time I've seen this movie, and I just went, I liked it, but I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to put it on my server at any point. Like, I have some
Yeah.
like horrible movies on that server.
I'd rather watch that than 7. So
Oh yeah,
I'd
yeah.
watch it twice.
That's
rather.
the second time I've watched 7 too.
if you're a Danny Boyle guy, this is definitely one to see. But
What else has
you
he
definitely
done?
a little film.
Oh,
I don't know
right.
if you've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's called Train Spotting.
It was at the Tivoli 12. The week
Oh,
that I started.
right.
He also did 28 Days Later.
Oh,
and the
right.
sequel to
I
that.
saw that.
And he also did another movie called Shallow Grave. It's got a young
Psych.
Ben Kenobi in it.
Oh, very good. No ukuleles in this movie.
Which would be surprising. You would think you would see at least one.
Definitely a lack of ukuleles.
Who wants to be a millionaire? It's funny because the two things I remember about this movie was the falling in the outhouse and the big dance scene at the end. And there is so much more movie to this, and I thought they did just a very good job of it. And I give it 3 ukuleles.
Yeah, I thought this was just super solid hit. I gave it 3 ukuleles.
I thought it was good. I don't have anything wrong with it. I just would give it 3. I probably won't watch it anymore now, but
It's over!